me alone.
Well, now, that's pretty big talk, little britches.
I'm big enough.
Pitiful. Hey, kid, you need help. And old Baloo's gonna learn you to fight like a bear. Now, come on, I'm gonna show you.
Alright, you wrong'uns. In episode 1, I said, and I quote, if you want to be a master, you got to copy the masters. Now, I'm going to roll that back and say the complete opposite. Now, hear me out before you click off or anything. What I mean is, in some instances, the masters have reached such a point in their artistry that trying to copy them is just futile. There's no point doing it. And what I'm gearing up for in this Under the Hood is dealing with shorthand sketching, or some will call it first pass, so your first pass sketching. Now, when I was kind of doing some research for this tutorial, and also just for myself in general, I stumbled across this website. Hey, I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce his name. I'll just butcher it. But I would strongly suggest you check out his channel, because he deals with some of what I talk about in this how do you put it, cobbled together second installment. Right. So when we're talking about the first pass and the masters doing their animation, they would just jump in and do their first pass. And some of them would be really, they don't have to do any construction lines or anything. They just jump in. Now, as a new animator, if you're a new animator following this this second series, don't copy them. Don't. What you need to do is simplify your drawings. Now, there's a great book out there. I'm shilling this as well. So if you click on the link below, there's an Amazon link, and if you buy the book, you're actually supporting the channel as well. And basically, it's called Simplified Drawing for Planning Animation. And in this book, it deals with how to set up your characters, etc., for just doing your first pass. And a lot of Disney animators follow this way of doing it. I think this book is really was highly pushed in Disney schools. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I'm hearing. So shorthand animation is just basically, I mean, shorthand, the first pass is, there's obviously lots of ways to go through it. The book explains it better than I could ever do it. But what I'm trying to say is, don't go off and try and do a detailed first pass like the masters. Right, so if you look at one of the great masters, Milt Kahl, and if you look at his first pass, this is exactly what I'm saying. His first pass is relatively rough, but until you reach that point, forget about trying to do it like him. I think you're just going to reach a natural point. The first step, you probably start off with kind of the stick figure approach, or and that's a good way of doing it. But again, looking at that book, Simplified Planning for Drawing Animation, will point you in the right direction. And again, if you look at Aaron Blaise, another, not obviously on the same level as Milt Kahl, but another Disney animator. And if you look at one of his tutorials when he's drawing, again, he doesn't do any construction lines. He just jumps in for the most part usually. He just jumps in and draws the stuff. So you've got to simplify your drawings first with the skeletal stick figure type approach, and as you get more proficient and you start introducing simple objects like spheres, cylinders, etc., So yeah, that's it, I think, for episode 2. I know it's short and sweet, this one, but I don't want to just talk rubbish for longer than I need to. Alright, laters, I'm out.
Now, kid, loosen up. Get real loose and then start to weave. Weave a little. Now move. That's it. Now give me a big bear growl. Scare me.